important why spirulina is essential for health. For your information, I am in DSN for 20 years. I have been consuming this DXN spirulina 30 tablets daily for decades. That is 20 years. So you look at myself today, I am a healthy young lady. So what is spirulina? I need to explain this so that you would appreciate the value of spirulina. Spirulina is a microalgae that has been consumed over centuries and known as a potent superfood and a miracle from the sea due to its high nutritional value and various health benefits. It can be easily digested as it is lack of cellulose cells wall. That's why this spirulina can be consumed by babies. Even newborn babies, they can consume this because it is easily digestible. And it is relatively easy to cultivate, but flourishes only in alkaline lakes with extremely high pH or a large outdoor ponds under controlled conditions. It is one of the most alkaline food on earth. According to WHO, spirulina is superfood and food for the future. And spirulina won the best natural food award in Germany's International Food Expo. Now, you need to look into the history of spirulina for the reassurance, because in history, spirulina has been consumed by many malnutrition people for decades. And the Aztecs in early Spanish harvested green algae from lakes. And where is this Aztecs? Actually is in Mexico. Yeah, in Mexico. And of course, they mix spirulina with food and cook into bread and simply consumed by water by marathon runners to keep up their strength on their long treks. So spirulina is considered as stable food. What do we mean by stable food? It can be consumed routinely as your food intakes daily. And of course, it is an energy booster. And the superfood, NASA conducted studies on spirulina as a potential food and natural dietary supplements for space travel. And of course, it is a weapon against hunger. The United Nations has proposed spirulina as a food source for the malnutrition communities. And the history of spirulina in Africa, the harvest of hope. Spirulina has been traditionally harvested in Chad. The natives make broths for meals and also sold in markets. The spirulina is harvested from the small lakes and ponds around Lake Chad. Around the 1940s, a French scientist discovered the harvesting of spirulina around the shallow Lake Chad in Africa. And the unusual, healthy, and long lifespan of the natives sparked the future interest of the scientists. And of course, it's a food for astronauts, successfully used by the NASA as a dietary supplement for astronauts in the space mission. Well, why spirulina is important for us in this modern world. We need to understand why health problems are on the rise, like cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, kidney failures, autoimmune disease, and now the communicable disease, like the virus pandemic. Nobody wants to be sick, but why do more people get sick? And of course, we have a long list of factors that contribute to health problems. And my top list is food and poor eating habits. You are what you eat. Ideally, we should take more alkaline food like fruits and vegetables than acidic food. But today, what happened? People are eating more acidic food like meats, processed meat, and very little alkaline food like fruits and vegetables. Eating too little green food can cause problems. Greens are top source of micronutrients. All kinds of greens are excellent source of vitamin A, B group vitamins, vitamin K, and magnesium, and of course the wide spectrum of nutrients. They are low in calories, high in fiber. They also contain high level of antioxidants. And the power of green food is the green color in the green food, which is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a powerful component found in green leafy vegetables, and that is able to get rid of the body harmful environment, especially the toxins like heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, and they also help the liver in detoxification. Why we are malnourished today? Look at the food we eat today. We tend to eat a lot of processed acidic food, which is empty calorie, lack of micronutrients. And even the green food that we have, there are lack of micronutrients because of commercial cultivation. The farmers, they use artificial fertilizers, pesticides. This can affect the micronutrient contents in the green food. You look at in the 1950s, the researchers found that one bowl of spinach, you can get enough of iron. But since 1997, you need to eat more than 40 bowls of spinach to get the same amount of iron. And look at this healthy eating pyramid, which is developed by the Harvard School of Public Health. You look at the bottom of this pyramid, exercise is very essential. And because they know that most of the health problems is because we are lack of exercise, followed by the balanced diet. But even if you follow this food pyramid with your balanced diet, so-called, but you can look at this at the side, why the multivitamins is added at the side of the pyramid? Because even if you follow this food pyramid, as you call balanced diet, we will still be lack of micronutrients. So that's why it is advisable by this, what do you call it, the Harvard School of Public Health, for you to consume multivitamins as essential. DSN has many packages of Spirulina, but in DSN Nigeria, you have this package, Spirulina tablets in 500 in the bottle. We know very well, and you know very well, DXN Spirulina is cultured in Malaysia. And of course, DXN spirulina contains high level of chlorophyll. It's because Malaysia has sunlight all the year round. And why spirulina, DXN spirulina is so unique? You look at DXN spirulina cultivation. You look at this, the pond of the spirulina is actually well controlled. And of course, with that, you can see the certification. We have TGA, which is from Australia Health Department, and we have ISO 14001 to confirm that DXN spirulina is safe. What is TGA certificate issued by the Australian government? TGA represents the pharmaceutical manufacturing standards for Australian Government Department of Health. And TGA is responsible for regulating medicine and other therapeutic goods that can be lawfully supplied to Australia. And of course, DSN, we have ISO 14001. What is ISO 14001? It is an international standard that specifies requirements for environmental management system, EMS. It has higher standard than organic certification, which is only regional, whereas ISO 14001 is actually worldly recognized. Spirulina had lots of health benefits. I will go through them one by one. And one of the most important value of spirulina, because spirulina is complete wholesome food. It contains 65 to 70% of protein, of which 95% is digestible. So it is a complete protein as contains all the essential amino acids that we need. So the protein that comes from spirulina, it does not give you much problems because most of the proteins is digestible. And it is loaded with more than 14 organic minerals which are highly bioavailable, including calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, chromium, and other trace minerals. And of course, highest whole food source of vitamin B12 and B complex. And is very rich in chlorophyll and natural enzymes. So of course, it's also very rich in the antioxidants, which is so important for cellular functions. And because of the value of spirulina as complete wholesome food, DSN spirulina is used in malnutrition program. And of course, we are proud, and it's a pride of DSN. DSN CEO Dr. Lim has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador by the ILSAM for the use of DXN spirulina to fight world malnutrition. Now, why spirulina is so important as a stable diet to keep to boost your energy? This algae represents an important stable food where you can consume daily in human and has been used as a source of protein and vitamin supplement in humans without any significant side effects. And of course, spirulina has been promoted as the food of the future with exceptional constituents that it contributes to high energy level. A few of these constituents, such as polysaccharides, racemose, and glycogen, and essential fat GLA, are absorbed easily by human cells and help in energy. And spirulina increases healthy lactobacillus, which is friendly bacteria in the intestine, enabling the production of vitamin B6. That also helps in energy release. And we know spirulina is very good for bones because of its calcium contents. So it is very good for physical bone development for people who all walks of life, from pregnancy, children, and of course to the senior citizens. And it is good in prevention of osteoporosis. Why osteoporosis is so common among us, not only the elderly people? Because today we are eating a lot of acidic food, especially animal proteins. When you consume too much animal proteins, your body becomes acidic and your body will compensate your calcium from your bone to neutralize the pH in your body. That's why when you take too much meat, sorry, you're losing a lot of calcium. So therefore, spirulina is one of the best food to replace the calcium in the body, and it is one of the most alkaline food on earth. Spirulina and blood. We know spirulina contains a good amount of iron, synergized with chlorophyll and other micronutrients. This enables the body to produce new supply, good red blood cells, of good quality red blood cells. Why? Why new supply and good quality red blood cells? Because it gives you more oxygen. It can carry more oxygen. So therefore improves the red blood cell lifespan and hence enhance the oxygenation level in the body. So this is very good for people with what do you call anemia, yeah, thalassemia, and with people with sickle cell anemia. Spirulina and bone marrow. The polysaccharides from the spirulina is essential to build bone marrow. We know bone marrow is a very important factory for immune cells. Not only the immune cells, it's also all our blood cells production. So it is essential for you to maintain good function of the bone marrow. Spirulina and digestion. Most people today, due to poor eating habits, and of course, either you're eating too fast and you eat food, you don't chew properly, and you're eating too much animal proteins. So most people have digestion problem. And also, of course, people are leading a stressful life today, and that can affect our digestive system also. So spirulina contains a lot of various beneficial enzymes for digestion system, that is from your mouth to your stomach, to your small intestine, to your colon, not forgetting the liver and the pancreatic functions. Spirulina and hormones. And we know Hormones plays a very important function in our human body. And of course, what can upset our hormones? The food we eat and the stress we have, especially the stress, it depletes most of the nutrients, and the stress, it can upset our endocrine system. So therefore, spirulina, it can balance the hormonal functions, especially for ladies, is able to improve ovarian functions, and for men, it helps to boost endurance and stamina. As I mentioned, stress depletes our nutrients. Yes, stress has a profoundly negative effect on humans' nutrient stores. Stress rapidly uses up essential nutrients as part of the body's stress response. So stress prevents the body from absorbing essential nutrients. The vital nutrients depleted by stress, you can see vitamin B5, vitamin B6, vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, and also our enzymes. Why is stress can destroy our health? Look at these escalating cases today: depression, insomnia, infertility, anxiety, and fatigue. And of course, you can see that just now I mentioned it causes malnutrition in our body because it depletes most of the essential nutrients. Spirulina and mental health. Now, spirulina contains a lot of nutrients, especially natural B group vitamins and vital nutrients that are very good for stress resistance. And of course, spirulina is rich in tryptophan, which is a kind of amino acid, and it supports the serotonin production, which stables emotions and help people with depression. And because of these nutrients, it helps us to rapidly recover from stress. So spirulina, it has adaptogen effect. It can balance back from the stress rapidly. Spirulina and liver. Spirulina is able to strengthen our liver functions. You know, our liver is one of the most, what do you call, complex chemical factory. Yeah, it regulates a lot of toxins and then of course habit to detox. However, most of us, we take liver's function for granted. You eat the food, and then of course that your liver have to overwork to remove your toxins, etc. So when your liver function is imbalanced, you will have cholesterol problems. Your good cholesterol and your bad cholesterol is not balanced. So spirulina helps us to balance the liver function, hence lowering the cholesterol levels in the blood. Spirulina and immune system. Spirulina is able to boost the immune system because it contains a lot of polysaccharides and other kinds of wide spectrums of micronutrients. And these are the food for the immune system. Especially at this global COVID pandemic, the only system that help you to protect you from all these dangerous viruses, you need to upkeep your immune system at all times. And of course, it's also rich in antioxidants, which has good anti-inflammatory and it has anti-cancer effects. Spirulina and beauty. We know very well spirulina has a wide spectrum of nutrients and is good for skin. what is good for the stomach is good for the skin. Therefore, not only you can consume spirulina orally, but you can also apply spirulina on your skin. In fact, the absorption of these micronutrient from the skin, actually, it can be 70 times more than the gastrointestinal absorption. Now, of course, the skin health is a mirror. If one has poor gastrointestinal health, and you can see that this person will not have beautiful skin. You may have a lot of acne. You may have a lot of what you call looks like eczema on your skin, or boils on your skin, or sores on your skin. So we need to make sure you have good intestinal system and you have good detox system to maintain vibrant skin, beautiful skin. Okay, the powerful antioxidant in the spirulina is very good at anti-aging. So it's good news for all the ladies. Not only the ladies, I'm sure the gentlemen also, you want to have good looking skin and you look handsome and young. Spirulina and vision. We know spirulina has tons of beta carotene, which can convert vitamin A when needed. And spirulina contains around 10 times the beta carotene than the carrots. I'm sure all of you know about the night blindness project in Pakistan many years ago when, Dr. Lim and of course with Mr. Fatimi Ghani and Mr. Jizit when they were in Pakistan. So they did a very good project for these night blindness children because all this group of children, they have night blindness due to malnutrition. So when they had this problem, of course, the medical team supplied them a lot of vitamin A. However, when you give them vitamin A, you cannot take this in long term because it can be toxic to the liver. Yeah. So after some time, when they do not see any improvement in this group of children, taking vitamin A cannot solve their night blindness problem. So DXN supply them with our spirulina. So of course, after taking spirulina for few months, and this group of children, their night blindness problems is being reversed. That's why this is a very good what you call testimony where confirm the beta carotene in the spirulina. You produce natural vitamin A, which is not harmful, and of course the wide spectrums of nutrients. Not only the vitamin A, it repairs the cellular functions of the eyes. Spirulina and pregnancy. I would like to emphasize prevention of all health problems should start in pregnancy. If you look at the childhood diseases today, why children have congenital defect, why children have leukemia, and all this, we may go back to the pregnancy because during pregnancy, the mother can face or consume a lot of food with hidden toxins. Can be pesticides, can be, some hidden hormones, yeah, and some food containers where it contains, leach toxins, etc. and then water pollution, air pollution, etc. So you need spirulina to enhance your detox system so that the toxins will not be accumulated in the body. So it is being eliminated so it will not reach the unborn child. And of course, the mother need to have a very good immune system so prevent her from getting infections, especially from the dangerous virus. We know virus not only affecting the mother, but it can destroy the DNA and health status of the unborn child. And of course, the radiation. Mother today, they face a lot of radiation, not only from computer, from their mobile phone, from the television in the home, and in their kitchen environment. And we know all this radiation can destroy the DNA in the unborn child. So therefore, during pregnancy, it's important for mother to take at least 10 to 30 tablets of spirulina. Yeah. And of course, it is able to provide enough nutrients for DNA repair in the fetus. And of course, it contains a wide spectrum of nutrients for the growth of the fetus. So we also protect the mother's maternal health, yeah, to ensure she has good immune system. And this is from my experience. For mothers who are taking spirulina during pregnancy, instead of vitamins like iron tablets or B complex, and their baby is very unlikely to develop neonatal jaundice. Okay, and this is through my 20 years of discovery. And of course, the neonatal jaundice can cause mental retardation in the baby. And of course, there's one more thing I want to highlight in here, which is not written here, is about the we have to make sure that the mother has no anemia. So mother has good hemoglobin, but because when you have good hemoglobin, that will narrow down the risk like hemorrhage during deliveries and all that. And after delivery, spirulina is the most important postnatal diet. Postnatal diet for the ladies who had their babies. Of course, I think because people all walks of life, like in Malaysia or in Nigeria, and every family have their own way to provide postnatal diets for the mothers who had delivered babies. Confinement is between 30 days to 60 days. So, their mothers or whoever, the caretakers, will try to cook nutritious food for them. But how nutritious they are, you cannot compare to spirulina. So I always advise after delivery, the postnatal mothers take about 30 tablets of spirulina daily. That would improve their wound healing, okay? And then, of course, very good for breast milk production. We know that breast milk is one of the most important food for our babies. And of course, good for good immune system to prevent infection. Yeah. So if the mother is healthy, the baby is healthy. Yeah. And there is another point I would like to highlight is the postnatal blues among the ladies after delivery. Spirulina is very good in prevention of postnatal blues, stable their emotions. Spirulina and children. Of course, just now I mentioned that spirulina is easily digestible. It can be even given to newborn babies. Yeah, most of the children today are malnourished due to the eating too much refined food. And this is the time you start to have allergy reactions, since their food consumed will trigger the imbalance of the immune system. Yeah. And the spirulina provides a very good and well-balanced nutrition to the children. So mothers, yeah, mothers. So we should educate our children as young as possible. You don't have to teach them how to eat meat, but you need to teach them, start with green food as young as possible. Give them a broccoli, give them some spinach, and teach them to munch spirulina tablets as young as possible. So let them fall in love with the green food. Spirulina and adolescents. You can see that this group of teenagers, they are experiencing a different phase of growth and development. Yeah, so most of them can face some, these puberty problems. During the puberty, the adolescent need a good range of nutrients for proper physical and mental development. Yeah, spirulina is one of the great nutrients for this group of people for their mental health, so they can focus and study. So it is a good brain tonic for them to, especially they are in the high school or tertiary school. Spirulina and elderly. Now, as I told you, spirulina can be taken by people all walks of life. Yeah, and start from babyhood to your elderly. And of course, elderly people, they need spirulina more, especially they have poor teeth. They can't chew their food properly. When they can't chew their food properly, can you imagine? There will be lack of micronutrients, and that will affect their body and system. Especially when you have poor gastrointestinal system, that affect your immune system. So therefore, for elderly people, you need spirulina, and of course, it's a brain tonic. So you keep the elderly, the senior citizen people, yeah, yeah, to mentally alert, prevent Alzheimer disease. Of course, it will give you a strong heart. We know that heart is a very hard working organ in our body, and it's built up of muscles. Yeah, so you need a lot of protein. When you take this spirulina, and of course, it improves your blood environment, alkaline your blood environment, and of course, it nourishes your organ and systems and produce good blood, and your heart will be strong. Because when you have a strong heart, that determines that we can have longevity. Of course, your lung function and for osteoporosis. As you can see that why elderly people, when they fall, they tend to have fracture because they neglect their food all these years. So they tend to have fragile bones. So you need to give them spirulina to strengthen their bones. No one wants to be sick. Now, our lifespan should be 120 years old. But why many people cannot reach the golden old age? Childhood diseases, childhood lymphoma, childhood autoimmune disease. Yeah, a lot of childhood health problems actually can be prevented. And of course, now the degenerative diseases, they are becoming younger and younger. I had a case, a young guy of 25 years old. He had a stroke. Yeah. And then of course, I also had another young lady, 30 years old, with leukemia, and 45 years old with heart disease. And of course, people mid-age with high blood pressure, diabetes, they develop a lot of complications. So many people, they already in either pre-illness stage of health, they are in poor health. So you need to reverse your health status by maintaining good nutrients, and Spirulina is one of the best to maintain your health span on a daily basis. We have trillion cells in the body, but do you take care of your trillion cells on a daily basis? And your trillion cells have been bombarded by toxins. And of course, not only the toxins, the stress deprive your cells from nutrients. So with this wide spectrum of nutrients from the Spirulina is able to maintain your cell, tissues, organs, and system. So when you are able to maintain your health span on a daily basis, which determines our lifespan. If all of us can do this, well, all of us can achieve good health and longevity. So, of course, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you, especially our CEO, Dr. Lim, for giving us this whole range of superfood products from the RGGL to Spirulina. So from here, I would like to wish you good health, wealth, and happiness, and see you at the top of DXN. Thank you.
Who can consume and use DXN products? Since DXN products are natural health products, they are suitable for all categories of people, starting from infancy to old age and the sick. Make sure you find the time and spend some money for your health before it is too late. DXN products help your body to maintain optimal health. Give them a try, and you will feel the benefits of DXN products in a more natural way. Thank you for spending your time with us.